Welcome everyone to this episode of the AskJasonGelios show. I'm Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor, and I'm really excited about this one because this is about the different types of fire extinguishers and the classes that they are classified as. So this is extremely important. Every home should have a fire extinguisher on each floor. You have a basement, throw one in the basement. If you have one, let's say by the kitchen, right? Because that's where the fire would most likely start, right, with a gas stove and all that, and then you have one upstairs, preferably by the master bedroom, or wherever you are. You know, if there's a fire and it's at night, you can grab it. Just easily accessible fire extinguishers should be in every home. So I want to share with you, there's actually 4 different classes of fire extinguishers. So the first one is Class A. Class A extinguishers put out ordinary combustibles, like wood, cloth, rubber, paper, and many plastic materials. Then you have Class B, which is flammable liquids, so like grease, gasoline, solvents, lacquers, alcohols, oils, and other similar substances, right? So that's the Class B fire extinguisher. Now we go on to the Class C, and that is they're suitable for electrically energized equipment fires. Something happens with equipment or whatnot, you can actually use those. Oh, and by the way too, just a side note, you should also have a fire extinguisher in your garage. So although if you're in your garage, you should really get out, but if it's a small thing, right? Like if you're a mechanic and you're working on a car or something happens, you can grab that extinguisher quick. So just a side note there. And then the last one, Class D, is it's used for flammable metallic substances like potassium and sodium. So I don't think the average homeowner would use that. Probably the average homeowner would need the Class A extinguisher. That's probably the most common. And again, I'm not a safety expert by all means, but this is just something that I pulled up for you guys. So, okay. So, how much do fire extinguishers run? Well, they're all over the board, but on average, a 10-pound extinguisher can cost about $100. And then smaller 5-pound units, right, like the ones that typically go inside semi-trucks, where they have it mounted. Yes, semi-trucks have these fire extinguishers. These are like 40 to 60. You can probably get a smaller one for your house. It's just, you know, like you don't want to play the firefighter. You want to get out if you can. But if it's a small fire, let's say in the kitchen and something's out of control, you can stop it before it spreads throughout the whole house. But they have extinguishers, especially the larger commercial ones, commercial grade ones where they can range 200 or more. Okay, so just make sure that you purchase the right one. You may need, let's say, a larger fire extinguisher for the basement because that's where your furnace typically is, or your boiler. But then you have a smaller one in the kitchen. The sizes could vary. Do fire extinguishers expire? Do they go bad? Well, the contents don't expire like food does, right? However, the extinguisher can lose pressure over time. So it's all about that pressure. The contents don't really expire. However, the pressure could actually get less and less. Now you can recharge, I guess you could recharge a fire extinguisher for about $25 to $50. I don't know where you would have that recharged. Maybe call your local fire department and find out. So here's a cool acronym about how to use a fire extinguisher, and I'm gonna actually put that here on the screen for you. But basically the acronym is PASS, P-A-S-S. And the first one, P, stands for pull the pin and break the tamper seal. So you pull that pin, that's gonna break the seal to get it ready. A means aim the fire extinguisher low. Always low, by the way. You don't want it coming back at you. So aim it low, and most of the time the source of the fire is actually lower. So, and you point the nozzle at the base of the fire, hence pointing it low. S means squeeze the handle of the fire extinguisher to release the extinguishing agent. So you actually squeeze the handle and that stuff comes out, blah, right? Okay. And then S is sweep the nozzle from side to side. So you're pointing at the base of the fire. You go left, right, right? You do that. I hope you like my sound effects, by the way. So this acronym PASS is basically pull the pin, aim the fire extinguisher low, squeeze the handle, and sweep the nozzle. So go left, right, whatever, right, left, doesn't matter. Just go back and forth. So I don't know, pretty interesting. Just want to share with you the different types of fire extinguishers and whether or not they expire and how you actually use it. So if you found this episode valuable, go ahead and share that in the comments. Share your thoughts. Have you purchased a fire extinguisher recently? Go ahead and share that. And if you have, where have you actually placed them in your home? And if you haven't bought one, why not? Why haven't you purchased them? So I hope you found this episode valuable. I'm Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor, and I appreciate you watching.